thought we would play a little bit of MW3. I saw HoloPoint uploaded a video where he was talking about Infected. I was like, yes, dude, yes, I have been missing this game mode so much. Why is it that only Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty Ghosts, and this game have Infected? Like, 2 of those games were terrible. Can we please get Infected in Black Ops 3? Like, he was so smart to say that. Oh, I want to play this on Black Ops 3 so much. This game mode all in of itself is fun to play, but just incorporate the fact that you have a small chance of getting one of the highest kill streaks in the whole game makes it 10 times better. All right, so listen up, guys. Forget about the Infected. I know I talked about something good, but now I've got something to talk about that's bad. Something today was so boring and it almost became a reality for the next 365 days. Are you kidding me? How am I first infected? Nope. As you know, I haven't worked a job, or maybe you don't know, but I haven't worked a job in probably about a year. I didn't need to. I had school and any of the extra things like my setup, I was able to get through college because I got a little, I don't even know what they call it, but it's basically extra money because you're on scholarship. Now, recently with my mother's surgery and things like that, I've been thinking to myself, I need a job. There's some stuff I gotta get. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I can share this, but my shoe has a hole in the toe. As a matter of fact, I could feel it as I wiggle my toe around. There's a hole in the side big enough for my toe to stick out of. It's pretty bad. By no means am I suffering. Okay, I'm not suffering. It's just I don't have money for like new clothes, new shoes, everything, but I'm not complaining because I got video games in this setup. So basically I was like, you know what, I gotta go get a job. So I applied online to UPS. Oh, what's UPS, you may ask? Well, let me tell you, UPS is a job where they take delicate packages with very expensive items in it and they toss it around. They throw it into the back of a truck and then they deliver it to your home address. I applied for an entry-level position as a package handler, which is like the bottom of the very bottom of the bottom. Like, this job is so negative, it's actually below the possible lowest job. I mean, it's like, it's the worst job you can have. I applied for this job about 3 or 4 months ago, never expected them to get back to me, and then today, or rather yesterday, they called and said, today I was coming in for an interview, they didn't even give me an option, and then they hung the phone up. I'm sitting over here like, well, dang, you know, it looks like I might have a job. You know, I was pretty much considering not doing the job because I really don't need it. At the time I needed it, but right now, I'm, you know, it's Gucci, things have been worked out. Well, regardless, I go to the center, I show up, and I walk through the front door, and there's like 20 people all sitting in a chair, and they look like the bitter end. Then there's this one really fit, fancy dressed person at the front, and I'm like, is this the application place? Is this where I'm supposed to be for that interview for that job? Yes, you go over there with the rest of the scum. I pick up a pamphlet, go sit down, and I look around me, and the people around me are the weirdest looking individuals you've ever seen. Over to my left, there's this giant dude, like I'm talking about 350 plus pounds, all tatted up. He's got the little pedo stash, he's got the balding hair, he's got like a hardcore metal shirt on from some unknown band in Iceland. Then I look over to my right and there's like these weird goth looking people, and then I look over on this side and there's a bunch of like ex-Marine looking dudes, and you know, they were about the coolest ones out of the whole group, but they were pissed off for some reason the entire time. During the interview, they kept talking about benefits for this job, and that's half the reason people apply for it is for the benefits, and the Marine guy's like, well, I'm a vet and I've got all the benefits I want, so this job is basically useless. We're all sitting there like, well, then why did you apply? This job pretty much pays almost nothing. There was one really old fat lady, like I'm talking about probably 70 plus years old, sitting back there, and this, all right, listen, this is for a job as a package handler, somebody that hoists up 80 plus pound boxes and tosses it 25 feet into the back of a big rig truck. You could tell nobody was gonna say anything for fear of discrimination or whatever they call it now, but like everybody was thinking it, and everybody pretty much was staring at this lady every single time the person interviewing us talked about how strenuous the job is. That's another thing. The person that interviewed us for this job, they literally were trying to get rid of us. They're like, this job pays next to nothing. If you sign up, there's no way to leave the job without getting a negative review and never working for us ever again. You'll burn 2,000 calories a day, your back will hurt, your wrist will hurt, you'll come in sore, you'll leave tired. I'm like, what are you doing? You're trying to sell us against the job? You were the one that's interviewing us for the job. job. What are you doing? Long story short, it was such a weird application process. I look around and we're talking about the room was full of misfits. One guy was going half bald and had a patch of beautiful, absolutely beautiful yellowish hair. And then the rest of it was all pubic looking curly. I mean, like, and he was schizophrenic, like worse than I am. He was sitting there like fidgeting the whole time. He kept grabbing the stack of papers we were handed and tapping it up against the desk. And everybody was looking at him like, guy, dude, just chill. And then this one truck driving looking dude, the metal dude, was sitting in the back, and he was sitting there the whole time going, it was so weird. And to make it all worse is that I woke up very early in the morning because this interview was at 10 o'clock, and I had a fat glass of Diet Coke, a fat glass of Diet Coke. You know, I wanted a little bit of caffeine, and you know, there was a bottle sitting in the kitchen, so I was like, you know, I'm just gonna get a little bit of Diet Coke. Now, if you don't know, Diet Coke makes you pee, okay? I could drink a pool, like 100,000 gallons of water, not have to pee. One thimble, a drop of Diet Coke, and I have to pee an endless stream of urine for hours. It's ridiculous. So halfway through the interview with the interviewer basically telling us not to take the job because it sucks, and then there's a metal, fat-looking truck driver over there going, like he's got like a corn cob stuck in his throat, and there's a schizophrenic over there fidgeting and tapping papers on the table. It hits me. I have to pee really, really badly. I raise my hand and ask, excuse me, is there a restroom around here? Oh, I'm sorry, it's closed for maintenance. What? Who closes a bathroom for maintenance? I was like, you know what? I'm not taking the job. Forget it. I'm just gonna leave. I was interested. I saw what was going on, and I don't want the job. We have to go on a tour of the facility, which is like 12 square miles. So with me having to use the freaking bathroom as badly as I did, I had to go on a massive tour with, oh, hold up. Are you kidding me, dude? Oh my god, I was already 9 kills. Do you see that? I have chills on my arm. Oh my god, dude, this game mode is so intense and so much fun. So yeah, basically I had to get up, I had to tour the facility, and I had to pee so badly. And I looked for a sign that said bathroom, and there was not one, and it was hot, and it was crazy, and it was terrible, and there were misfits around me. It was a bad experience. So yeah, needless to say, my endeavor to get a job was not fruitful. That job sucked, and I don't even know what those people are, but that job is crazy. You would have to be pretty desperate to take a job like that, and I'm just not that desperate, man. The interview process alone was painful. I couldn't imagine what the actual job would be like. So, yeah, I don't know why I told you any of that, but basically that was my job. That was my job interview, and I almost took a job, and I almost worked. Could you imagine Beasty working? Me neither. Me neither.